All right, well, here we are again, so.
Yes, here we are.
Like I said, I'm reluctant. I don't want to record this one. We got to record. This one's for the cast. This one's for the listeners. This one is not even for us. They usually are for us. That's the beautiful thing. But this one's for the listeners because I don't want to do this at all right now. I have zero interest in talking.
Well, I have a potential topic, and I know this.
No, you don't.
I do actually.
No, but you know why you don't though?
Why?
Because it's not going to be one.
What do you mean it's not going to?
You have an idea of our topic. You're going to say you're going to burn through it. You're going to do the Job thing. You're going to be like 37. Heated floors 38. Bigger windows 39. You're going through all the ideas as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's not fair though, because you always say that to me, and I feel like a lot of the time when I try to come up with an idea or a topic, you just don't ever really pick up the pieces after I lay them down.
Right.
So.
Yeah, here's the problem. Okay, so here's the problem. Okay,
That was not my headphones.
the problem is that we didn't watch Friday Night Lights over the last days, which is fine. But the problem is, whenever we do watch Friday Night Lights, I can't help but come out of that show with a slight southern drawl in my voice. Where I start talking a little differently for the first couple of hours. Like I just want to be in that Dylan Panther football mindset. And that's kind of a problem, I think. Don't you?
No, I think it's better. I think that helps us get into.
You think it's better? I don't know, man. I think it's kind of a problem the way it does it to me. Man, I watched 5 seconds of that show. And I just think I'm in Dylan Panther football myself.
I do too. I wish that we played more football. I don't like season 2 that much so far.
Nah, it's kind of whatever. Kind of mid.
Yeah, mid's a good way to say it. So the thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't know now if it's going to be worth anything, because you just point out it's not really worth it when I talk about things.
It's good. There could be, yeah.
So do you get sentimental when you get high?
Yeah.
Like, do you find yourself reflecting on, like, super old memories you forgot you had and just randomly?
No.
All right,
I was done answering your question.
Go.
No, it's fine. I was done answering your question.
No, go. I didn't realize you were going.
Apparently you had a limit in that one. I didn't realize. My bad. I didn't see that. I was looking to my phone. I didn't realize that you were holding it like 5, 4, 3, 2. You're done.
We have a tight schedule here.
Yeah, tight 10. We got to get to it. Yeah. That's definitely that's +1 for Team Robbie again. That might be your fastest point in the series so far. 1 minute 56 seconds in, you get a little bit of a rally on your side.
Thank you. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I get like hyper affectionate. I feel like whatever's going on, I feel affectionate about that. But I don't get like nostalgic at all. No, I feel whatever's going on, I feel affectionate about.
I guess I do that too, but then I'll go deeper, and I don't know why I thought this, but it was last night I thought this. And for some reason, reflected back to my first kiss with Brianna. And I was like, oh, what if I can go further back than that? I was trying to think of my first kiss with Deanna. Couldn't remember that one, really.
Okay.
Tried to go back further than that. I'm like, who was even before that?
Well, weren't your first kisses just like on your first date?
I was thinking of the first kisses that mattered. I wasn't thinking specifically first date kisses. I meant like the first.
What's a first date kiss?
Huh?
I'm a whore, so I'm usually macking out on date number 1.
I'm usually too afraid to do that. But so then I thought of my first actual kiss, and I was with Jossie, and it was super cliche and
nice.
just. So, do you remember your first kiss at all? I'll tell mine now. So
what?
I'm going to tell you.
That was such a sharp left you took there.
No, do you remember yours? Though? I don't know why I said it that way. I'm not giving you the floor to cut off entirely. I'm going to tell my story unless you want to speak first, but because mine's just sillier than I remember it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to tell yours first, or am I going to tell mine first?
You can do yours first since you kind of did the whole setup.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm not used to having the floor for this long. So I remember it was like right before school was going to start again, or it was like the first week of school. So she was visiting. We hadn't kissed yet. We hung out 2 or 3 times.
How old are you?
I am 15, I think.
Okay.
And we were hanging out. Then we have dinner. Then we go back upstairs, and she's leaving afterwards. And I pussied out and kissed her on the cheek. And I'm like, oh, maybe next time I'll be brave enough to kiss you. So then she took it upon herself to kiss me. But I was like, I've never kissed before. And, I'm so used to seeing how you're supposed to shove your tongue down the person's throat. I immediately tried shoving my tongue into her mouth, and she wouldn't open her mouth because I wasn't supposed to be that's not how kisses work. Immediately try to choke them with your tongue.
That's pretty solid, man.
And then when we finally started kissing, I just kept thinking the entire time, we just ate spaghetti. This is kind of gross we're doing this right now.
Wow, we make the most of the moment, man. That's awesome.
That was my first
we didn't really appreciate
stupid
it.
Kiss. I thought that
my
was
first
funny.
kiss was when I was like 13.
I didn't know that.
And I went on a date with a girl who brought, for some reason, 2 of her friends. And then her one, so it was sitting where it was friend I never met before, me, my date, and then her friend who I did know.
Is anyone sitting next to you?
Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. So on the left of me is a friend I hadn't known prior.
Okay.
Then there's me.
Uh-huh.
Then my date.
Uh-huh.
So just to clarify again, I'm between 2 people.
I assumed you guys were sitting at a table.
We're at a movie theater.
Oh. I assumed you went out to get dinner.
Okay, I'm gonna restart again. So we're in a movie
Did you say that
theater.
part?
I did.
I'm a dick. I'm sorry.
I think. Now it's like the thing the rest of them were like, I think I said that. No, you
I
didn't,
swear I
Michael.
don't
It cuts
think you
back to
did.
him saying the whole thing with
He
anyway.
did not say it.
I think he did.
Footage not found.
Yeah, I think I so yeah, it's movie theater. I think I was 13. Yeah, I think it was actually the Monsters sequel. So Pixar give me some serious game, I guess. It's a real aphrodisiac, I suppose. But it was the girl I never met before. So like I said, I went on a date with a girl, and she brought two of her friends. One friend I never had met before, one friend I had met before. I don't know. I wasn't a part of the plan. It was just the two of us, and it became some of four of us. So it was friend I never met, me, date, her friend. Okay?
Dude,
randomly
I
through
so badly.
What?
I would have panicked so badly. If
randomly in the
friends.
like maybe like a third of the way through the movie, the friend on the far end who I didn't know started crying and just went to the front row of the movie theater by herself, just randomly.
Like we all do.
Yeah, which just happens quite often. And then I was confused, as was the girl on either side of me. And then my date went down there to talk to her.
Oh my god, really? I thought you were gonna say the one to your right went down and talked to her.
No. And then my date went down there to talk to her. And then they were down there for like 20 minutes. And then I was kind of just talking to the girl on my other side about this and that. And then for whatever reason, the girl in the front who originally left crying like stormed out of the theater. And then my date also stormed out of the theater with her.
What?
So it was just the two of us, and then we started making out, the two of us, which was pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was my first kiss, though. Actually, I guess I lied. My first kiss was actually in kindergarten. That girl, Megan, moved away, and on her last day of school, she ran over and kissed me, then left, and went to Florida, so.
Dude, you see, I said this
Just
multiple
saying,
episodes ago.
I'm just chilling, dog.
I said, people tell these stories, and you always assume it's like in movies. You see me like this never happened. They obviously just made this up, and you turn around and say, "Oh, this actually happened to me at one time."
Yeah.
It's actually, so you're the guy those stories are based on.
I am him. I am that guy.
That's a much. I didn't think the story was going to go the way. A, B. If
Which one? The kindergarten one was pretty sick, wasn't it, dude? Kindergarten, 5-year-old Alex getting kisses, dude.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
sick.
badass.
Dude, girl Megan, she's like, it's like she's in. So yeah, we're in Mrs. Anderson's class in the basement, Olo, right? She's like,
pretty hot.
Mrs. Anderson. I said Mister. Mrs. Anderson was pretty hot.
I like Mrs. Coates more. I have a funny about her. Mrs.
Hold
Coates was so mean. To me.
So we're in the basement, and it's like January. We just came back from break, and she's now moving to Florida, and it's the last day of school. And like I said, she just
She
ran
moved in the
over.
middle of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, I assume this was like the last day of school.
No. It was middle of the year, so it was spontaneous.
Oh yeah, I
and
thought it was like you guys were
romantic.
walking to the bus. Yeah, I thought it was the end of the last day.
No.
That's fucking badass, dude. It was
Yeah.
in the classroom?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. I was 5 years old, getting a little peck on the lips.
Dude,
It was
what did
pretty
the
sick,
class
dude.
say?
It was during playtime.
I was during playtime.
Yeah, under the desks.
That's great.
Sitting under the desks. It was awesome.
Okay, that should have been when I said first kiss. You should have led with
I
that.
forgot
one.
about that one, bro.
That one-
It's just like, it's in its own little special place. So that was the first one, and the first making out was with my date's friend, because my date and the
That's
other
so
friend
funny.
left.
Dude, I would have if my date showed up with two friends. I would have been like, and just not talk for the entire night. I would have been too like, wait a second. It was hard enough trying to get you to come out. I mean, now you have two other people to try to
Yeah.
entertain and impress.
Mm-hmm. Pretty badass if you think about it, actually.
So Mrs. Coates fucking always hated me for some reason. I have no idea what her fucking problem was. I first of all, I liked her because she was like 22.
Maybe
So
that's why. Maybe she thought you were a fucking little creepy pervert.
this is 7th grade, Robbie. So
Bro,
was
you
I
were definitely a
12?
perv. 12-year-old you was definitely perving out on her.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's not
That's why
that
she didn't
weird.
like. She was uncomfortable. You made her uncomfortable.
No, I didn't
bro.
fucking fuck you. So me and I think I told the story already, and if I did, whoops.
Yeah, you're telling it so good right now.
Thanks.
So this has to be. This
So-
can't possibly be the first time you're telling it. It's so polished.
Up. remember when you walked into the school where the boys' room was?
Yeah. How cool is it be to say that a school we went to just not around anymore? They shut it down.
Feels
they
fucking
shut
insane.
it down. Oh God,
They shut
man.
you down, cousin.
They should shut you down, Dez.
So where the boys' room was, and they had those two double doors,
Yeah.
and then they had the hallway going to your right towards the kindergarten classroom downstairs, then you kept going straight. I forget where me and Brian were coming from, but we got caught up right in that 3 intersection thing. And she was with the 6th grade class teaching them at the time.
Oh
I
yeah, and
think.
she let Brian path, but not let you go across. Yeah. She let him walk ahead, then made her class with him.
Yeah,
And let you
and
go.
I just fucking stood there. Like, what
So
the fuck?
funny.
At first, I was taller than Brian, so she definitely saw me at the time.
Dude, how is that being taller than someone for the first time in your life and the only time in your
Dude,
life?
that was back.
Was that peak? Was seventh grade the best year of your life and you were taller than everyone?
Yeah, dude. 7th grade was awesome.
I think by 8th grade, everyone probably
No,
caught up to you.
hold on. 5th grade is when I started growing, okay? But 4th grade, I think I was like 4'8", 4'9", somewhere in that range.
Dunking on kids.
Then all of a sudden, I think I came back to 5th grade, and I was like 5'2", 5'3". Then by the time 5th grade was over, I was 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
Barely grown since
Yeah,
then.
what a nerd you are.
Yeah, but I shot up, And I was significantly taller than everybody. Then our cousin Karen was saying, like, when you grow up, everyone thinks you're going to be taller than everybody. And that's when I was super into basketball, so everybody thought I was going to be a basketball player.
No one thought that.
Okay, I thought that. So.
No one thought you were going to be a lottery pick in the draft.
Me and me alone thought that I was going to
be. Yeah, I'm thinking I would be.
That's not true. That's not true. When we
I think there's a chance
shut up, you.
I think teams might tank for me in the future.
No, dude, fucking when we went to San Francisco.
San Fran, baby.
One of the fucking flight attendants, I was in line going to the bathroom, and somehow I was with mom or dad, and they started talking to him. And they're like, so what are you, 16? I'm like, no, I'm 11. It's like, you're 11, dude? You go play basketball or something? So he thought I was going to be a basketball player.
What's up, Maya? Maya's licking the door. What's up, dog?
I cared a lot of this.
That's pretty cool, man, huh?
I cared a lot of this stuff.
You cared a lot of this, you think? Yeah. That whole entire basketball storyline of you're a prodigy.
I had the whole first kiss story.
Dude, do you know what position you played in basketball?
I was center.
You were a center?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was the tallest kid in the league at the time.
What kind of how were you as a center?
I was a great center at the time. I was taller than everybody. First off, I'm not that.
What were your splits?
What
are you doing? What were you getting? What were you averaging? I was a 22-point scorer a night. I was a double-double kind of guy.
I was probably.
I was 22 and 12 kind of guy.
Probably between 6 and 10-point scorer.
How many rebounds were you getting at center?
I was getting all the rebounds.
Really, defensive and offensive?
Yeah,
you were
out
rebounding teams by 40.
I was out rebounding everybody. That's the only thing I was good at.
I set a state record actually, dude. You see this is my ring finger, bro? Let's call it a state championship. You'll never have one of those, bro. You know how good I was at basketball, man? They called me the Gazelle. Beat you to it.
You know what's fucked up?
What's up?
I thought you forgot that, and that was gonna be my. You want to know something, tough guy?
They called me the Gazelle. I didn't forget that.
That's how good
dude.
I was.
Yeah, bro. That's sick.
Honestly, could they have thought of a lamer fucking animal to call me?
I did not think they would have put you at the 5. That's ridiculous. Even if you were tallest.
Ball handling skills, so I couldn't even
That's
be a
good
forward.
point, actually. You
don't
have any ball handling skills.
I could barely fucking dribble my way up to a layup.
Yeah.
I was a decent shot though. I made a good amount of my shots eventually.
You said I was a decent shot, not a shooter, just a decent shot.
Yeah, they called me decent shot Robbie.
Decent shot Rob. That's not even a compliment.
He makes a decent shot every couple or so.
Dude, wild stuff. Oh, do you want something stupid actually?
Sure.
So every single Tuesday, it's the end of the fantasy week, and I get a special request from little Michael for a trade request. For the first 3 weeks of the season, it was all about Stephon Diggs for these outlandish, ridiculous trades where it's him trading me 5 bench pieces, which I couldn't even roster, so I don't have roster spots, and it's stupid. He wants my star player. Then, moron, chucklefuck, idiot, right, decides to, on Tuesday this week, stay true to form, except for he throws me a curveball, decides, oh, wait, Stephon Diggs had a down week? Oh, I should probably trade for Deebo Samuel, who had an amazing game. So then, because all he does is look at the fucking numbers of the week, and he doesn't know anything else. Doesn't listen to it, doesn't watch the game, just fucking looks at the numbers like, oh, they scored 13 points? Cool.
He's not watching football?
Dude, no.
Like we are?
No. And so yesterday...
So when you're fucking panicking the seat like
no.
He's not doing the same thing?
No. So...
That's disappointing. Sorry. Unnecessary.
So... in-state trades for Debo, and he offers me a stupid trade yesterday where it's Adam Thielen and J.D. McKissick for fucking Debo. Dumbest trade of all time. Okay? I don't even give him the respect of declining it. I'm just going to let it sit there for the next 4 days while it times out. Idiot, I guess, assumed, he must be thinking about it. So he sends me a second trade offer today, 2 for 2, where now instead of it being Adam Thielen and J.D. McKissick, he's like, what if I give you J.D. McKissick and Amari Cooper, the person you openly made fun of me for drafting, expressed that you have zero interest in having, I should have dropped after week 1, but I'm going to offer him to you. And then when Amari Cooper happened to have 2 good weeks and scored 25 points, I said, Mike, that's not going to happen. That was a fluke. And his next game, he had 1 catch for 9 yards. I was right. Then he's going to say to him, he's going to offer me, maybe that Amari Cooper guy you love so much.
Does he do this thinking it's an actually good trade, or
yes.
he knows it's fucking stupid?
He doesn't. I thought he knew that when him and Lunchbox were here. I made a remark about trades, and then Mike said, "Yeah, why don't you trade with me?" I'm like, Mike, did you make the dumbest trades ever? He's like, "No, I don't. What are you talking about? I make fair trades. What? What? Your trades don't benefit you?" I'm like, "No, Mike. The trades I make benefit me and you. Where it's like I give you 2 good players for 1 great player because you need a little bit depth at this position." And he's like, "I did the same thing." And yeah, guys, apparently Debo for Antonio Gibson and Adam Thielen. That's a fair trade.
You're leaving an important part of the story here, though.
What?
You got to talk about your fantasy developments and why this particular week was so important and why the Debo Samuel.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't want to record. Maybe the reason why I came into this episode not feeling good is this is the week where I didn't win fantasy. I'm now 3-1. The Brendan Pritchards have in fact fallen. Came down to fucking Deebo Samuel, and Deebo Samuel had a hell of a night, but unfortunately, Matthew Stafford decided that my entire fandom of his, loving him since the draft, rooting for him in the Lions, always being in his corner, saying he was a great quarterback. Apparently, he thought, you know what, Alex? Fuck you. Okay? And he decided to, make sure that the San Francisco 49ers defense scored 9,000 points against him by throwing constant picks at every fucking other thing under the sun. So, unfortunately, while Debo was a god, the San Francisco 49ers defense was even godlier, and Mike beats me, which means I have to have the first loss of the season, the first loss graphic on for Team Vaden. Each week I've won so far, I've sent a picture of a tombstone with my enemies' fucking names on it, with Brendan Fraser's skeleton over the side of it. It's fantastico. Now, on this chuckle fuck, I have to send a picture of a 1950s photo where I put Brendan Fraser's face over a kid getting spanked by his father with a paddle, and it says Team Vaden. But yes, and then I said, every dog has his day, and Team Vaden knocks down the 3-0 Brendan Fraser's, ending their chance at the perfect season. The boys are looking ahead to the Week 5 matchup against Team Callahan, as well as marking down the revenge game Week 14 against Vaden. That's sports. And it was pretty solid. It's pretty solid. And then just proof that he's a moron is that after I sent that text, Connor responds. I sent another thing, then Nikki responds, then Jake responds, then fucking Rob responds, Connor responds, Ryan responds. Mike doesn't at all acknowledge in his texting about the night.
Are you serious?
The person who won the game, who all the conversation was about, he even got directly asked a question. Connor straight up said to him, "Yo, Mike, where's your mascot?" As in the Brendan Fraser thing, because he wanted to see. Because I'm trying to make the group chat be more of a fucking group chat where we actually talk about games and
weird
bullshit.
You guys don't.
Because for the first 2 seasons, the group chat would be no communication until the draft, and then every once in a while, someone would say something like, "Oh, I lost."
Yeah, but there'd be shit talking and shit throughout
You'd
just
think,
in the offseason.
You'd think
like
there'd
when
be shit
draft
talking,
night happens,
but they're all
the actual
fucking
football
weird.
draft, you guys think you'd talk about that and something?
Dude, I'll be honest, man. This is a 10-man league, okay? Now, you can't tell who I'm looking at when I'm looking at them. I'm just going to say if I love them or hate them. No context. It's just in case they happen to listen. Don't want to talk bad about the teams,
Mm-hmm.
But, so just for 10 people, dislike, myself. Okay, interesting. New name for a team. Gang Gang Bert is now my ball Zach Ertz. My ball Zach Ertz. You get it?
No, I didn't.
My ball Zach Ertz.
I was gonna say the first one's better, but yeah, now I get it. It's funny.
That's pretty solid.
And Zach Ertz is a player, isn't it?
Yeah, he has him on his team.
That's
I think
fucking funny. My ball Zach Ertz. That's clever. That's funny stuff.
That's funny too because he started off the year being 0-4, so
Oh,
I guess he decided he needed a name change.
Well, I can go. The hell's it 7? I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I like this person. Dislike myself. Indifferent. Don't know. Whatever. Don't like. Don't like.
Well, now we know you're indifferent to my Zach Ertz.
Yeah, I don't really know. But I don't know Rob that well.
Dislike myself. Name change.
Listen, I don't know Rob that well.
Like myself. Indifferent.
Listen, man. Again, I don't know him that well. I was in my 4th grade class with him. We used to play Ninja a lot. That's about all I know.
Was fun. I wish I was a part of this fantasy with you. It's weird playing in a fantasy with just strangers.
Yeah. Dude, the Ninja stuff though, that kid was. I liked. I feel like we were friendly in 4th grade until Ninja became the game of choice because he just took it way too seriously. This guy was like doing backflips and shit. Fucking lunatic.
I'm trying to use fantasy as an excuse to be more social with my manager, and just to further prove.
Your manager's like, I'm a big soccer guy actually.
He is a big soccer guy actually. But he plays fantasy, but he constantly talks about how he used to play all the time, but ever since the injury, he can't play anymore.
Ever since I blew I could have gone pro, bro. Just like you could have gone pro, dude.
I could have been the next.
I'm so tired of hearing people say they're going to go pro in athletics.
Yeah, I blew up my knee, man.
Yeah, there's just one person we know who relates. I won't say who it is. Who's a quarterback. I want to go pro. Man, I don't think so. You're a little undersized for your position. So we'll see.
So I started telling my manager about your story this week, and I was like, how my brother's in a league with his friends, and he was 3-0, and then naturally this week he loses to the putz. The group has no idea what he's doing, and my boss is like, so this is my league, and it's like, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
dude,
who do you have on his team though? I can tell Lapa guy about his team.
We didn't get into specifics. I just know we both have Jalen Hurts.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
For both of you.
Well, mine was auto pick.
Yours wasn't auto. I can't believe you auto drafted your team. You're a dork.
I did auto draft my team. I admitted I forgot to draft.
You're the guy on auto draft. You're that dick.
Yeah, but since then I've been fucking diligently looking at my team
That's
every
true.
other day, trying to make sure I'm on top of this, and I'm making sure. Even if
I'm pissed. I'm
I'm
actually
trading,
projected to
trading
lose
one
this
thing
game
each week.
too by 10 points, which is asinine.
Actually, I didn't tell you this though. This morning I was looking at it. My percentage for winning was only, I think, 52% maybe. I got out to 55% from the couple of
Attaboy,
trades
buddy.
I did, or changes rather. I didn't trade anything.
Pretty solid. You did a good job.
Fucking no, every time I try to talk to that guy, it's always just like once I fucking he'll talk, I'll respond. Once it becomes time for me to share a part of my life that is pertinent to this fucking story,
That's a lot of people
he
like
literally just tunes out of the conversation. It's so fucking
that's
annoying.
pretty, well, because his fantasy team is so obviously more important.
And now the MT chick that's there, she's friendly, but she doesn't stop talking. She brought her Switch yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She had to bring it up 17 times today at work, to the point where she had to bring it into work to show it to me. Like we're in middle school showing off our show and tells.
Why'd she
I guess
bring in a
elementary.
Switch?
Because she bought it last night and I guess left it in her car overnight or something. I don't know.
What game was she playing?
She had Animal Crossing
Nice.
and I don't remember what the other game was. And then she tried to get me to download this fucking other dumb game, but that's, I don't know. I was just going a little bit of
A little bit of
there.
rant. It's in the episode, dude. No one's listening at this point. They're all checked out.
I don't like people I work with. I kind of despise my job. It's
20
fucking
minutes
terrible.
in, bro. It was a solid 20.
It was pretty good.
It's not the worst one.
Wasn't one of our funniest
Wasn't one of
ones,
our
but there was
funniest
some
one, but
more
there was some
getting in tune with who
fine
Alex and
lines.
Robbie
Yeah,
really
yeah.
are.
Yeah. But
We,
you know what's
we started peeling back some of the layers.
I'm
and
talking
us.
here.
Yeah, okay.
So you know why
That's
one of
how
our
it
finest ones? Because you weren't doing your thing of letting no one to stop talking. You should work on it for the next episode. That's my note to you.
You should have fucked yourself for the next episode. That's my note to you.